am so excited to talk with you guys today. Just all day today I've been preparing. All of my possessions are almost all here, and I have basically nothing left. And that's so exciting to me because I hate being tied down by possessions, and especially ones that I don't love. I am on this path of minimalism. I try my best to eliminate all objects that I don't need. If I have multiples of objects that I don't need, I just keep the necessary, And so it's kind of difficult because if you only have a few dishes, you only keep, say, like 5 forks or something, and you use a fork to mix whatever you're cooking, and you use 3 forks for you and your 2 kids, and then you had another fork that you used earlier. So that means you have to wash your dishes, that day. And then say you got to eat dinner that same night, so you have to wash them again. So it does seem like it takes a lot of water to be washing dishes so much, but you'd be washing them anyway if you had more than the minimum amount. I am super excited about this journey that we are about to embark on. I am nervous because I don't really know anything about where I'm going. I really don't have a clear picture of where I want to go yet. Like, I know I want to go to Mexico, but I just don't know if I want to be near the beach or in like a little city, a town where, you walk everywhere and there's everywhere you walk, you don't take a car, because I'm not going to be taking a car. And I know my daughter loves the beach, like that's her favorite thing, but I also think it's so important that we have not like a really touristy place. I want a place where we could go to buy fruits and vegetables for cheap and go and eat lunch or dinner or breakfast for cheap and just live like that, where we're walking, every day to go do something together, and it's so nice. But also, my kids are kind of loud sometimes, and they run around and they scream and cry, and so, I want a place that isn't with other people nearby, like not an apartment where they can hear everything, or a house right next to another house where, they'll complain if my daughter starts crying. I have gotten my possessions down to very little, and it took a long time. It was a lot of work, a lot of mental processing for me, and I'm really excited about it. Like, I only have my favorite thing.
Mom, you like my Elsa dress?
I love your Elsa dress.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I love your shirt.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I just want to go somewhere where I can spend time with my kids. I don't have to throw them in the daycare every day and go to work 9 to 5, because I'm really trying to focus on my school. And I'm also really trying to focus on my own growth. For example, this is one of my favorites right here. This thing. Isn't it beautiful? It's so beautiful. I don't want to get rid of that, but I definitely can't take that with me. So I think I'm going to have to keep it at my brother's house. When I come back, I can use it or have it. Because it's just so special to me. I don't know, I just love it. But there are things, like, I have to keep telling myself that even though you may really like something, there's something 20 times better in your future if you just let it go. It's not a big deal to let it go. What did I do today? Okay, today I went through all of my shoes. Like, I have a whole bin of shoes, probably like 2 bins of shoes, because I'll buy shoes when they're on sale and save them for when the kids will fit them. If one kid has grown out of shoes, I'll keep them for the next kid. That's like one of the difficult parts, is the clothes and shoes. Everything else, like furniture, I don't have nothing. I'll show you. Oh, I'm going through my papers now too, like all of my papers. So I have lots of papers from when my sons were in school and their projects and pictures and lots of medical records and things like that. So I'm trying to make them all fit in one box. So all I'll have to leave is one box of records, pictures, and everything. This is my update on how my move is going. I have done a lot of downsizing. I've cleaned out my storage room, and I've kept my storage since July of last year. So from August 1st to February 1st, I paid for. It's a long time of like $100 a month. And I had basically things in there that were not worth anything. I mean, I had a bunch of forms and papers and toys for the kids that I could have just easily taken out, and the rest I could have donated like I've done. All that time, I was staying with a friend, and so I didn't really have anywhere to put all that stuff, and that was a waste of money, but I mean, that's life. So I got everything out of my storage, and I donated a lot of stuff. I even donated my couch and my sofa and love seat. The thrift store, the secondhand place, wouldn't even take my couch because it had some like the side got scraped, and so it was like fraying on the side, on the bottom, and they wouldn't even take it. And I'm like, wow, I spent all this money keeping this couch thinking, oh, this is my furniture that I love. Well, I didn't really love it, but it's my furniture. I spent a lot to get it, and not even a secondhand store will take it. That's the value of it. And so, it just really hit me that the value of things, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't. But anyway, so I emptied out my storage, donated a lot of stuff, and so now everything I own is here in this house. The one thing that's really difficult to get rid of, well, it's not difficult, but I haven't started really doing it that much, is here's my papers, all of these papers, medical records, kids' stuff from school, pictures, all kinds of forms I have to go through and eliminate. And I did start a little bit, and what I started with was birthday cards. And if they don't have a name on them, or if all they have is, just a signature of somebody, I just toss it because it's not worth anything. As far as like the kids' school things, if it's something that they worked really hard on and it's like a whole packet of something that they worked really hard on, or like a drawing that's really meaningful, I'll keep it. But if it's just like math homework or like writing practice, I'm not going to keep it. I might keep one just to show them like, hey, this is where you were in first grade. This is where you were in second. This is how you drew in third grade, But other than that, it's not really important stuff. I plan to get that huge bag down to a small box. And I was thinking of like a software that you could put all your documents into and then load it onto your computer. And so then I wouldn't even have to keep them. I mean, that'd be great. Unless something happened to my computer, that'd be terrible, but I can back it up on a disk. So I really am thinking about doing that. And as far as having a printer for moving, I really need to get like a tiny printer because I always need to print stuff out, whether it's documents for legal purposes like applying for a birth certificate or applying for passport or something for school that I need to print out and have filled out. I don't want to have to go find somewhere to have to print something when I'm with my kids because it's so much work. I mean, to get us all ready and then go find somewhere to go print something and figure out how to do it all in a different language is going to be really difficult. So I mean, I might as well just have my own printer that runs off of Wi-Fi, and yeah, easy peasy. I've always had my own printer, so it's not a big deal. I recently got a printer, but it just wasn't working right, so I'm returning it. What else? So I've started putting everything in one closet, and it's really helpful because everything is in one spot. And so if I want to know what I have and what I need to eliminate, everything is just in one spot. It's not all spread out. So I'm like confused at what I have. I need to know exactly what I have. So having it in just one spot is perfect. What else? My schoolwork, getting my schoolwork done has been a little bit difficult lately because I've had so much work to do for school and also, taking care of the kids. It's been a lot of stress, but I'm keeping up with my schoolwork. I already, I have an A+ in my class. I'm just wondering how it's going to work out when we go to a different country. How am I going to keep up with my work? I think I'll do good. And I'm also interested in figuring out ways to get an income. And I mean, I can do VIP kid, but the thing is that my kids wake up all the time in the middle of the night, first thing in the morning, and so if I sign up for, say, the 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. shift or something like that, if I wake up and start talking out loud like this, they are going to wake up and be like, why is mom having fun? Why is mom talking? We need to be up and see what mom's doing. They're going to wake up and they're going to like interrupt my class. That's what I'm really worried about. So I don't know if VIP Kid will work, but I've got to figure out some type of revenue stream for when I'm gone. What else? So eliminating clothes, that's what's been a little bit difficult for me because I don't have a lot of clothes that match and go together. Like you could just swap out a shirt, wear the same pants and swap out a shirt. No, all my stuff is very different. Like for example, this is inside out, but this is one of my shirts, right? It's black and white. This is another. It's like a workout shirt, right? Okay. And I guess it really doesn't matter about the top as much as it does the bottoms. And I don't really have any, like all I have is what are they called? Just like black stretchy pants. That's all I have. And a black skirt and some jeans that don't fit. So I guess I should probably figure out what kind of pants I'm going to be wearing. And, I have this one dress that I want to bring, but I don't see how I would ever wear it. It's like an evening gown. And I also have these sandals that I want to bring, which are more fancy, but I don't see how I'll ever wear them. I have tennis shoes. I have probably like 3 or 4 pairs of tennis shoes, and I don't know which ones to bring. And I'm trying to fit everything into this small, I'll show you, this small little suitcase.
Hi.